HawkFanatic.com is brought to you by Patrick Heeds and everyone at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Mike's E-Keys for Cars. GG Carr and his crew at Supel's Building and Remodeling. Supel's Flowers, the home of 1-800-800-ROSE. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Harty and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy. Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. The Oxyokin in the Amanas. Streets Maintenance. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. And Big Dog Tech Solutions. Here's Tom Suter and Pat Harty from HawkFanatic.com.
We are here, and we're ready.
Good.
For something.
Something.
I don't know what, but we're ready.
Yeah.
It's a long day, Captain.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, all right. So you just went through what your day looks like.
Dealing with crap already this morning.
Me too.
You got Jensen at noon, softball at either 1 or 1:30, and then, hey, there's a basketball game tonight at 10.
Well,
now I'm going to do the what I'm going to do is, because I can't do basketball and softball together, and I'm going to they will put up video. They always put video of so I will I'll write a short advance for the game tomorrow, and then drop all the player and coach video from today's press conference. But I got to get over. I want to cover. It's media day for softball, so I think that definitely is priority right now. It's coming off an interesting year last year, as we all remember all the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
New head coach, Stacey May Johnson. So yeah, I mean, and then we have baseball media day tomorrow, and we also have a softball player calling in today at 10. Tom, you've got the information in front of you.
You do.
I forward it.
I do it. Yeah, Leah McAnally.
Yep, and she is a transfer from, well, I mean,
Boise State?
Yeah, the roster's pretty much all new. I mean, there's a new era in Iowa softball, and they play this weekend.
They play this weekend, and they play. God, they don't play in Iowa City, at least as far as I can tell, until March.
Good for
late
them.
March.
Good for them.
yeah, because it's going to be upper 30s.
Because isn't baseball playing in February?
Well, they schedule a game for February 24th. He does that all the time, but they oftentimes have to cancel them, too. Rick's good that way. He'll throw, if he sees, wow, we're going to have an unseasonably warm day in late February, 70 or so, 60, he'll throw a baseball game together. He's been able to do that. Now, that one, you hope they can do it. But if it could easily be 10 degrees and a foot of snow on February 24th.
There are, the softball team will play 27 games before they have a home game.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow, that does seem like a lot.
That
27.
seems like a whole lot.
Games?
God,
yes.
What did we ever do to them? They're sending us a message. Iowa City, my ass. Although, where are they playing? Like, let me guess: Arizona, Florida, California,
Tallahassee,
Texas, okay.
Florida, Georgia, North Carolina.
Well, right now it's like a foot of snow in there. Isn't it?
Louisiana,
okay.
And then the Big Ten, they start with two roadies in 2 series at Ohio State and at Illinois.
Well, we can ask her. You're transferred to Iowa, but does it even feel like you're at Iowa the way that schedule is? So yeah, we'll get softball going here. I mean, what's the high today supposed to be?
29.
See, now I actually felt pretty good this morning.
Oh,
walking
yeah,
the dog.
me too.
Well, compared to what we've had, yes.
Well, I came here that one day it was minus 11. So right now
keep in mind that it's
40 degrees warmer right now.
It's 15 degrees.
15. Okay, so but that's still 26 degrees warmer than it was one of the days I walked in here.
Yeah.
It feels like a warm 16 degrees.
It does. Like Ann and Amy were standing on the porch, the front porch,
waving goodbye to you as you left.
No, on the front porch last night, saying, this kind of feels more like a November evening, And these are Amy and Ann get cold real fast and completely. So for them to say that,
when you've been through what we've been through, 20 seems a lot warmer than it really is.
Yes,
it really does. And didn't you say we've got this for a few days? We've earned this.
43 tomorrow, 41 Friday, upper 30s on Saturday.
So your air's on tomorrow, isn't it?
Sunday, it's on now. Monday, near 50.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then low 50s on Tuesday right now.
Well, then we're almost halfway through February.
And then minus 10.
And the next thing you know, it's spring football. We'll have Don on next Monday.
Then a blizzard.
And then a blizzard during spring. Yeah. So, but I still can't get over the fact that there's a game at 10 o'clock tonight. I kind of just laugh at it. You're not going to. Will you watch any of it?
It depends on if we're...
You watch. Let's say you turn it on and it's just the greatest game ever played. Both teams just...
I'll watch. Listen, we don't sleep a lot at night.
So you can have it on in the background.
Yeah, I can have it on in the background.
See
No, I'll watch it if it's a good... If it's going to be a good game, I'll watch it. If it's going to be, not a good game, I'll.
Well, I think it's going to be a good game. I think I've been talking to Tom. I'm not as confident as I was a couple days ago. For some reason, I just
that if this was just 20 years earlier, at midnight, automatically there'd be a test pattern up.
What do
on
you mean?
TV.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Star Spangled Banner, and then good night.
Isn't it more like 40 years ago?
40 or 50.
Yeah.
50, 20.
Going back to...
Jesus, 20?
What do you want from me?
Just
Old.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, I mean, ESPN, once it came in, 79, we had TV pretty much all night, didn't we?
Well, sports all night.
Yeah, sports all night. And then when did CNN?
80.
Were they all night to begin with?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, God,
Okay.
so 46 years ago.
50. The Indian guy hasn't been on a test pattern for 65 years, probably.
And that's amazing because, we got this great invention called television, and it comes on, and the first thing people see is an Indian's head in a target.
What are you guys talking about?
The test pattern. Have you ever seen the test pattern?
I don't recall what you're saying.
No, you haven't.
You can Google it.
You're a baby.
Yeah, I probably don't recall what you're. I do. I thought you were talking about the Indian who was crying because of the guard pollution.
No.
Oh no, that's.
And that guy wasn't even Indian, was he?
That's brand new.
No, he's in.
He was? Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's real Indian.
I thought there was somebody who wasn't Indian that played an Indian in a famous part.
Well, like all the F Troop, they were
Michael
all,
and Sarah.
They were Italians on it.
That's Joey Blue Eyes from the Rockford Files. Michael and Sarah.
Yeah.
He played Indians?
He played Indians, yeah.
Okay. And he was not, obviously.
No.
So, all right.
Assuredly not.
And so your thing is if they're winning and you're not tired, you're going to kind of ride the wave and see what goes on.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm almost never up at midnight. Unless we go out to see a band.
Yeah, me too. I'm not up at, or like if there's an 8 o'clock football, lots of times like if Iowa plays something late at night and I get home at like 10:30, 11, I'm sometimes up because I can't.
Well, that's true.
I'm up lots of times, but there's, lots of nights if I'm tired and eat a big meal, I can see myself going to sleep at 9:30, 10 o'clock. Problem with that, though, is then I'm up at 4.
But those 8 o'clock games are just brutal.
Well, it's even late for the people out in Seattle. It's 8 o'clock for them. There's probably
no.
people out there bitching. 8 o'clock.
Well, now, and if you live on the East Coast, it's 11
Yeah.
o'clock.
Well, I can't imagine there's a lot of people on the East Coast waiting for the Iowa.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Iowa-Washington game tonight at 11.
But no, I'm just not as confident as I was even yesterday. I've been reading up more on them.
Well, see, I think that's what you just put
They're
your finger on.
4-7. They could easily be. I mean, they've played tough teams too. Like Ben said yesterday, they've lost at home to tough teams. UCLA lost at home wasn't a good loss, but UCLA's not terrible either. Last I checked, I think. They're 7-4. They were close to being 8-3, and then they lost that game that I was watching. I can't even remember who it was that held on to beat them. But no, this team, they got the big guy in the middle, 6'11". He's very good. But they are missing a key piece in Desmond Claude, the transfer from USC. He's injured. That's significant.
When did he get injured?
I'm not sure exactly. He's their third leading scorer. So they'll miss him, but they've got good size. They're athletic, and they're playing at home.
You're right.
What?
The crying Indian
That's what I thought.
was not Native American.
That's what I thought, but
Was that Graham Greene?
It was he is a Native American.
That's what I thought.
Espera Oscar de Corda, an Italian-American actor from Louisiana.
that's what I thought. I remember reading something about that.
All this
You guys
time
just
I
shut
thought-
me up. You guys just shut me down.
Well, all this time I thought he really was a... So that makes him and all the Indians on F Troop. All the Indians on F Troop were Italians.
I never watched F Troop.
Oh, I did. You didn't? Oh, Melody Patterson's.
Never watched. Well, wasn't that like in the 50s?
No.
60s.
Okay, I was born in the 60s.
Well, get with it.
I'm 10, 15 years younger than you guys.
Okay.
I
But
loved
the way
F
you
Troop.
are now, going back to the 70s, late 70s, you should know, like, the great Gildersleeve and crap out of the... When you were a baby, you should have been watching stuff from the 40s.
I didn't even watch the Rockford Files in the 70s. I didn't start watching it until I got into my maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Well, Ken Berry, was he Captain Parmenter? Was that his name?
Wilton Parmenter. He lived a block away from us and would come back to Moline, and he'd take...
Did he buy you ice cream and stuff?
He'd buy us stuff. He'd take us to King Plaza and get us, lunch and stuff.
Did you remind him how bad Bayberry was compared to the days with Barney?
No, I did not.
I wonder how he
You
would.
understand that as bad as that series was, and I will admit to you, it was bad.
What, Mayberry?
Yeah.
Well, it was bad.
It still had, like, it was in the top 10 for 4 years.
Doesn't surprise me. They were living off the Barney legacy.
I don't know what they were living off of. It's a bad...
I thought it was funny, though. The
It's a
first
bad
year
show.
he's gone, they still found a way to get him back like 4 times. You notice that? He did like 4 episodes in the first 2 series when he was gone, but then I think his what's all those movies he made, the Apple Dump, all that nonsense.
The Incredible Mr.
Yeah,
Limpet.
all that crap.
Oh, he was a fish.
You think he made more money doing that than he would have if he would have stayed with
Yes.
focusing on?
Yeah.
You think he did?
Oh, he had a big movie.
Okay, yeah, and then of course he made money with his new Mr. Furley. Remember that?
But I
character?
mean, he had.
That's why he left.
He didn't even have to do Furlong.
Well, I remember Andy
he made
saying
enough money off the movie.
Well, I remember Andy saying he couldn't turn it down financially. It was just too much.
It was
But none of those movies did a thing for me. The Apple Dumpling Gang.
Tim Conway was in it.
I never found him to be as funny as a lot of other people
Oh God, I loved him.
I loved him on the Carol Burnett
did. I
show.
liked him there, but other than that, whatever.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Well, you're both wrong.
Yeah, just like I was with the Indian guy.
Hello, Indian guy.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Getting back to F Troop, did you know that Forrest Tucker went to Des Moines North High School for a while?
Who?
Forrest Tucker. Played a
Tucker.
sergeant.
He was a sergeant on
Who the hell's
F.
Forrest Tucker?
He's a sergeant on F Troop.
Yeah, he was a famous actor.
I'd have to see him. No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
You are sheltered, Pat.
And what school did he go to?
Des Moines.
North High for a little
That's
while.
where my mom went. My mom graduated from North in
She
29.
might have known. She probably
Looked it
did.
up.
One of her teachers was Francis Kretzmeyer.
Yeah, I think he was probably there before your mom was.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I was not aware. I'll have to look up Forrest Tucker, see if I remember.
My
his face.
grandfather was in some of his classes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
just don't ever recall watching F Troop.
Well, you might not have.
It was on 2 seasons.
I remember watching Rawhide a few times. Wasn't that Clint Eastwood? Right? But,
Yeah.
I was too young to really. I mean, that was like in the 60s too, wasn't it? Or was that even earlier?
No, it's, I don't know, 60s.
How about Ghostbusters on Saturday morning?
No.
What the hell?
I know.
Wow. You had some strange viewing patterns, friend.
And I didn't like the movie Ghostbusters.
What
either.
about Pinky Lee and Howdy Doody? What the hell?
I told you I was a traditionalist. I'm Scooby Doo. Did a lot of Johnny Quest on Saturday mornings when I was old enough to watch TV.
That I never
I did watch Scooby Doo.
cared for.
Yeah, I know you guys never liked. I
See,
did.
This is all.
But
new
see, by
stuff.
by the time I was doing that, you were in your 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine he was watching Scooby Doo when I was watching Scooby.
He wasn't.
If you were, you had issues.
No, I was not.
Locked in-
I have had issues, but I
Locked in
wasn't
his-
watching Scooby Doo.
Locked in his bedroom
I
watching
never
Scooby
got
Doo.
Scooby Doo either. I never.
Scooby didn't need your attention. He was just fine without you.
Why couldn't he? You
got
couldn't
it.
understand him, but yet his nephew.
Scrappy Doo?
Yeah, Scrappy Doo. Just was like British.
Well, remember when they got the Harlem Globetrotters to hang out with?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Jonathan Winters. They did one with Jonathan Winters.
Okay, Steve, we need some research here. When did Forrest Tucker graduate from high school?
And did he graduate? The caller didn't say if he graduated from North. He said he
No,
just attended.
but when
North.
did he graduate from? I'm just trying to see if there's any possibility he overlapped with your mother.
My mom would have been there from 25 to 29. No, that's she was born in 29. My mom graduated in. Yeah, I was wrong to say. My mom was born in 29. She graduated from North. My dad graduated in Dallin in 45. My mom would have graduated from North in 48, 1948. Yeah, I
So
had my
when
mom
was
with-
Forrest Tucker born? Let's do that.
He graduated
I had my
in
mom.
1938.
38.
So yeah, he was.
So they would not
no,
have
he was.
overlap.
What year was he born?
So around 1920.
Yeah.
So he's almost a decade older. Than my mom.
He
Yeah.
played semi-pro football and joined the National Guard before pursuing an acting career.
So, and does it say in there he did not know Pat Harty's mother?
I bet he would have been at North maybe when Kretzmeyer was there. Because Kretzmeyer was there prior to my mom.
He graduated Washington Lee High School in Arlington.
Arlington, Virginia?
Yeah.
So does it say in there that he lived in Iowa for some time? Or was it not enough time to even be mentioned in...
Well, I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Man, they were on a recent campaign for money. Every time you'd click on it, they were...
Ooh, Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Everyone's on a campaign.
He was
for
born in Plainfield, Indiana.
Been through there.
His mother was an alcoholic. He began performing at age 14. His family moved to D.C. He never was in Iowa.
Well, maybe not long enough to where they would mention it.
Well,
So you're saying the
they
caller...
didn't even come close to being in Iowa.
Are you calling out the caller?
Are you sure so it doesn't say he was in Davenport, went to Davenport North for a time?
No, Des Moines North.
Des Moines North?
No. It said this man never has seen Iowa.
So what year was he born again?
1920?
He was born 1919.
So, yeah, he's a decade older.
February the 12th.
So, God, this February, what's today? In a week, he would have been how old? He'll be 114.
So,
They moved to D.C. He went from living in Indiana to moving to D.C. And they stayed in D.C.
So what are you saying, Captain?
The caller doesn't know what he's talking
or
about.
Wikipedia is full of S, which it is.
Well,
sometimes.
that's...
Okay, you're going to take a beloved site like Wikipedia
I don't
and
love
compare it to that caller.
I'm
Caller.
I'm siding with our caller. Because it was too arcane of information.
And Wikipedia is known to... It has flaws. I'm just wondering if he maybe wasn't there long enough to where it was not even worth... I mean, they just didn't... They kind of skim over it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know if you're going to get more in-depth.
I can't even... What's the guy's name again? Forrest Parker?
Tucker.
Forrest Tucker. I've already lost his name. Are we ever going to get back to the Hawks? Help me, Hawks.
Eventually.
I miss the Hawks.
Well, we know because Leah's going to be calling
That's
in.
35 long more minutes, man. That's 35 more minutes.
Forrest Tucker ever in Iowa?
He sounds like a soap opera guy, like a rich soap opera guy, doesn't he? Forrest Tucker.
Well, he doesn't look like it.
I think I will remember.
No, he doesn't look
Yes, he was.
Yeah, there. Suter
According
wins.
to AI.
No faith in your callers,
He
Captain.
ended, not at all.
No faith at all in your callers.
I have faith in
Zero
our
faith
callers.
in my callers.
You don't have any
That
faith?
guy calls in a lot, and his facts are generally pretty good.
Well, born in Indiana, he spent part of his childhood in Iowa.
What was
He lived in Des Moines in 1930.
There you go.
My mom was a year old.
So that was before high school, though, in 1930.
Oh, no, it's not the guy who I thought it was.
Ah, it says here he had a tryst with your mom.
What would she... What is he, a pedophile? I mean, now we're getting a little creepy.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
Because when he was 20, Mom would have been 10.
I apologize to the caller.
Okay,
This is
good.
probably him. Do you think this is him rubbing it in?
Hello.
I'm not sure. Maybe you did address Jay Silverheels already, being an authentic.
No, Jay
Mohawk.
Silverheels was
Yeah.
a legit Indian.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Mohawk, and I think Canada was where he was originally born. I know he died of a stroke. I remember that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
At least he was a authentic,
Who was?
Jay. At least
Oh,
he
yeah.
was authentic.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right.
I was referring to the garbage guy, the pollution, the tier guy. That's not Jay Silverheels, is it?
No.
No.
Who's
No, Jay Silverheels was
He was
Tonto.
Tonto, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And then after that ended, he trained horses and trained for the Kentucky Derby.
They train horses, don't they?
Yeah. That was an awful movie.
Oh, terrible movie.
What movie?
Jane Fonda. They shoot horses, don't they?
I've never heard of it.
Jane Fonda. It was an awful movie.
Well, it wasn't about shooting horses, was it?
Yes, it was.
Well, God, why would anyone want to watch that movie?
Wasn't it like a dance marathon?
Yeah.
It was odd.
It was, yeah.
No American Indians at all. And
No.
no Native Americans.
Let's get off the engines.
Back to the Hawks. A lot going on. Getting into a busy time of year. Lots of sports going on. Let's see. You got men's and women's wrestling, men's and women's basketball, swimming, softball starting, baseball starting. That's, I think, 7 sports right there that are all going to be overlapping here in the next week or two. There's a lot of stuff going on.
So the Valentine's Day game with Purdue is sold out.
Yep. That was good to hear.
I think that's great.
That's a step forward. Now you just got to win it.
Yeah.
You just you win it, and then that's another step. You lose it, you still got the progress from filling it up, but they've got to win some of these games, and they know that. They know that.
Do.
But again, they need to just take care of business tonight because, man, they have a chance. They have a chance to go 17-5 and 7-4 in Big Ten play. That's about as good as they've sat in a while. Back maybe since the Keegan Big Ten championship year.
Yeah.
They haven't been in this, but. You still got to do it. And Washington's thinking they can win this game at home. And Washington's saying, we win this, we're 5-7, guys. We're back in this. And we've got some winnable games.
Their schedule loosens up.
Very winnable games. But this is also the kind of game for what you lose tonight at Washington, then you're 4-8. You're in
trouble.
You're in trouble. This game's just got I hope I'm wrong. I just got a bad vibe about it.
Yeah, I do too. And part of it is doesn't tip off till 10.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that just cannot be overlooked is the fact that it starts at 10.
And I hate that. I can't imagine the players love it.
No, but for the players, like I wrote in my article, once the game starts, it's
basketball.
It's just figuring out how to kill the time leading up to it. But this is a bigger inconvenience for fans. I mean,
it is.
Yeah, but fans don't matter as much as the players and the media.
They'll be out there, and it'll be 8 to them.
They'll be fine. Yeah. But like Ben said, it's the days leading up to it. But they've been out. They will have spent 5 days out there. They've adjusted to the time. But the thing that's going to be tough for them is. They fly home immediately after they're going to land in Cedar Rapids like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. He is going to give them tomorrow off, which he almost has to. I mean, so they're going to have tomorrow. But no, that's an inconvenience. And think about it. All this time too, they've been having to. I assume their academics are part of it too. It's these road trips with this coast to coast stuff are not easy.
No, it's just the logistics are.
And it's all because of why TV.
Yep.
TV's power and influence is why we're all doing this.
Okay, and then a couple little pieces of bad news. After the Purdue game, the next 2 home games are both 8 p.m. tips.
Yeah. And who is that against?
Nebraska and Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, that Nebraska 8 o'clock, it's going to be rocking over there. Now, assuming Iowa... Even if Iowa loses a few games, it's still going to. Hell, there's going to be a lot of Nebraska fans there. If Iowa fans aren't there,
yeah.
Oh, there'll be Nebraska fans there. Iowa fans. Hopefully, they don't sell their tickets. But I don't think Iowa's going to hit some skid. I really don't. But again, I'm worried about tonight's game.
Ain't going to win out either.
Oh no, God no, no. I still think they're going to win somewhere between 10 and 12 conference games, and they're in. Mm-hmm. They go 12-8, man. They're not an 8 or a 9 seed.
No.
And so I'm being pretty optimistic right now, but they're 16-5. They're 6-4 halfway through. So you do that again, you're 12-8.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, 12-8 would look really good. But tonight's game again worries me.
Yeah, and this is a swing game for both teams. That's an important game.
And it's there, and that makes a big difference. It'll be interesting to see how many people they have there on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock for a team that is 4-7 and I'm interested to see the crowd they have there tonight.
My guess is it's going to be crickets.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing because I just don't think they care. And when we say crickets, I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000.
Yes.
Yeah, not empty.
No.
And I'm not sure how much that arena will hold, but I'm guessing it has to hold at least 10.
I'm guessing 10.
And it's funny, anytime they show Iowa sends pictures
What's
back.
What's the name of the arena?
I couldn't tell you. Just type in University of Washington basketball arena, it'll come up. But they showed a picture of Ben at practice the other day, and everything around him is that purple. For everything out there is purple for the Washington color. So, it'll be interesting. This center is good. He is really good. He can play inside, outside. And let's face it, Iowa doesn't have a lot of size.
No, we don't.
They don't play Jurek much because he's just not ready yet. Alvaro's...
10,000.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the name of it? State Farm or?
The Alaska Airlines.
Oh, that's right. Alaska Airlines.
At Edmondson Pavilion.
Ooh,
what the heck?
Oh, I ain't putting all that in my article.
How do you put that on?
I'm just going to say.
How do you put that on the court?
I'm going to just say in Seattle.
Yeah.
So, but I I'm almost 50-50 on this. Yesterday I was 55-45 Iowa. Right now I'm about 50-50. And it could be one of those things where Iowa comes out and just beats them because they're a better team, and we say to ourselves, okay, I guess I didn't need to be that worried. Washington's not very good. But I'm not ready to say Washington's not very good yet, just from looking at their personnel and who they've lost to.
I haven't seen them play very much.
I've seen them play like twice spurts. And that
big
big guy is good.
He is.
That big guy is good. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Iowa can get him in foul trouble. They could get, but the problem with that, though, is Alvaro's Iowa's tallest guy at 6'10" who plays. He's not real physical, though. He doesn't draw a lot of fouls.
I mean, Yerok's taller, but he doesn't play. He did the other game. But.
But Alvaro doesn't draw a lot of fouls because he's not a real physical player. He's more finesse who plays in space.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. Now, he may make some threes and draw him away from the basket and open up some driving lanes.
Well, the last game we saw Alvaro kind of come alive a little bit, and Hassan played some decent minutes and played pretty well.
Yeah, and they tried Hassan in a previous game too, and his shots didn't go in, so they gave him his chance. And asked afterwards, Ben just said he's been practicing great. We got to give him a go. And I still think they're in a stage now where Ben's saying to himself, we need some offense out there at times.
And we do.
And they do. And now it'll be interesting. The scouting report is out on Hassan. I was surprised that Oregon let him get his openings. But some of those shots were 26, 27 feet. But now good defenses are going to be on him. They're just not – it'll be interesting to see how he adjusts. I'll be surprised if Oregon's going to let him shoot wide open 24-foot jump shots. He can make them.
Because those were Caitlin range.
Yeah, they were Caitlin. A lot of guys in this day and age can make those shots, especially if you're wide open.
They can.
Yeah, if you leave them wide open, they're going to make them. So, but yeah, no, it's going to – like I said, I just wish it was maybe even an hour earlier would make a difference. 9 o'clock, I don't recall any conference game ever at 10 o'clock.
There probably have been. I just don't think we've been involved.
I just cannot recall any time, and I don't know why there would be any conference game prior to me covering Iowa 30-some years ago to start at 10 o'clock, because TV, there would be, other than maybe something that would cause
like a late tournament game,
or like a pipe leak or something in the arena to push it back to. There's no reason to play anything prior to TV at this late.
No, prior to TV, no.
Yeah, there's no reason to. And this is all TV. I mean, and it's going to continue. I'm telling you, there's going to be an Iowa football.
If they look at the scheduling and everything, and you see that this game is at 8 o'clock, why wouldn't you arrange the schedule and at least be an hour early for the... I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't help the
because there's a game before it.
Yeah,
there's a game at 6 before it.
Yeah.
The problem was that game at 6. It's going to be hard to move it up to 5. You have a domino effect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all one right after. They love to promote these triple headers.
Well, see, the other thing is this is going to leak over, and by the time they get to the Iowa-Washington game, it'll be
10-15.
It'll be 7 minutes into the game.
Well, you'll be sent to a different
different app or an app,
and which I don't know how to get to.
Yeah.
What's it on now? It's
Big Ten Network.
Big Ten Network.
See, I thought it was Fox.
Big Ten Network.
Okay. What will happen is it depends on YouTube TV. What will happen is YouTube TV might just bump it itself and start the game.
Yeah, it didn't the other day.
I know, but it has previously.
Well, how about times where they wait and delay the start, and then some of these games that are supposed to start at like 8 end up starting at like 8:12. They're not doing that much anymore. Now they just play them. You just don't get to see them. Yeah, they promote another app, another way for you to see them.
Yeah.
Because they're just always constantly trying to get you to purchase more apps and more ways to watch everything.
Well, they'll say like Big Ten sometimes will send you to the Fox Sports app.
Yeah. No, they do that. Now, I will say they've spent 5 days. They've had some time, I'm sure, to have a little sightseeing. They showed the players kind of enjoying. Just that's a neat area out there. So, because they've been out there, I believe they've been out there for 5 nights.
Yeah, they have. I haven't spent hardly any time in the Pacific Northwest.
I have a little, not much, but a little. I mean, well, when we went for the for the Iowa-Oregon game in '94, I remember it was myself and a photographer. God, to think the Press Citizen, we sent myself and a photographer to Oregon back then. I remember we went on this big hiking up. We took this big trail up this hill near the stadium, and I walked around just because it was beautiful and the weather was great because it was September. But God, to think that was 32 years ago.
Well, when
my second year on the beat,
my niece got married. She lives in Portland, and we traveled up there. I remember, and we first started streaming our audio, and I remember having it on the radio, and Jan heard the, call letters and jingle and everything. She said, "What are we doing?" I said, "What do you mean? Well, how are we getting the station here?" And I said, "Well, we started streaming." And she said, "Turn it off."
Well, I like the Pacific Northwest. No, it's nice. I like the weather in the Pacific. I'd much rather live in the Pacific Northwest than the Southeast, weather-wise. It does rain a lot, but still, it's nice up there, though.
It is nice. I mean, it's seriously.
We visited Ann's dad out there we were up there just after the band broke up. We were there for about a week.
In where, Seattle? Or Portland?
Portland, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there for.
And Seattle, the only
days.
time I was in Seattle was we flew from Seattle to Kodiak Island, Alaska.
Okay. I've seen there's some really neat homes, like on the Puget Sound there, on the water there, and there's some really nice homes.
Hello.
Yeah, Pat, you were right. So that arena holds 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then looking at like their last 4 games, they've been anywhere from 7,200 to 9,200, depending on the opponent.
Okay, well, that's a little better than I thought.
I think they're probably going to be in that 7,000 range.
Well, if it's 7,000, it could be rocking.
Substantial, yeah.
So okay. Well, thanks for filling that in.
Actually,
and they're used to late starts, so they had their last 4 out of 5 games are a 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock start. So they're used to.
So that's 7 and 7:30
for them.
That's 7 and 7:30 for them. So my guess is there'll be a decent crowd.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
So between 7 and 9, now if there's 9, that place will be rocking. Do you think there'll be any Iowa fans there? I'm guessing there'll be a few.
Not very many.
Not many, but I bet you there's 50. There's some people that live out there.
Well, I bet there'll be more than
and
that.
And maybe some. Well, you're obviously going to have family and friends. As if you include parents and stuff. But I can't imagine every parent of those players is going to be making that trip.
No.
So you think there'll be more than?
I'll say 100.
100. Okay. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they put them anywhere near the Iowa where they end up having them sit. So no, I'm interested to see what kind of crowd there is tonight, and this will also kind of tell you Iowa's appeal for a home team. I mean, Iowa basketball to us is the universe, but what do you think people in Seattle think about Iowa basketball?
I don't think they think about Iowa basketball at all.
No, it's not the same as if it was Michigan coming in or Purdue. But so it'll be interesting. We got a call, Captain?
No.
I thought I heard the phone.
I would say half of the people in the crowd tonight in Washington have never seen an Iowa basketball game.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, no.
I would say 3/4.
Yeah, I maybe 3/4. You think how many Washington fans have heard of Ronnie Lester?
Zero.
I'm not ready. No, I think some have. I mean, there's some old Washington fans.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's some. How many Washington fans do you think have heard of Caitlin?
90%.
Yeah, or more.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're probably right. But some have heard of Ronnie Lester. Greatest.
You would almost have to have been
greatest point guard in the program history.
You almost would have to be. I mean, the phrase is, have you been living under a rock? To not hear the name Caitlin Clark, you would.
Yeah,
have
she's
to
up there with LeBron James. I think she deserves that now. I mean, Caitlin, LeBron James. What's another name of somebody you just an obvious professional athlete? I'm thinking
Michael Jordan.
Well, yeah, Michael Jordan, of course. But I'm thinking more still competing now.
Oh,
Kevin Durant, is he that famous?
I don't think so.
Luka Doncic is getting there. Now I'm thinking, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, those types of names. Caitlin's up. She is. Notoriety-wise, she's up in that group now. I mean, she clearly is. I mean, she just say the name Caitlin, and they either think of her or the girl that Trump's mean to at press conferences.
Yeah.
You never smile.
Caitlin Collins.
Yeah. She spells her name different. She's an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Alabama
Big
grad,
one.
I think. He laid into her yesterday.
Yeah. He's an asshole.
But she said she never smiles. I see her smile sometimes. But, yeah, she spells her name with a K.
Yep.
It's a different type of Caitlin. So, but it's going to be interesting to see how Iowa defends this big guy tonight. And maybe Jurek will get a shot. Maybe Ben will say, hey, go in there and we got 2 or 3 fouls to use on him. Rough, not make him work a little bit. Throw your body at him. It'll be interesting to see if he does anything with that, because I just don't know.
Well, Europe did play the other night a little bit.
Yeah, but it just very little, and
Very
it was
little.
under completely different circumstances.
Yeah.
And Cam, they list Cam at 6'8". Cam's not a real big 6'9". They list him at 6'9", and this guy's size is going to be a problem.
It is.
And so how Ben chooses to handle that will be interesting, and I think the tempo of the game. If I haven't seen enough of Washington to see if they can play fast, if they play slow. I mean, when you got a big guy like that, so that your best player, they do. I've seen him play enough to where they do a lot in half-court sets because, of course, they want to get him set and get him every opportunity to take advantage of his skills. So, but again, I'm just not overly confident. Not as much as I was on Monday.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more. And we'll, at the top of the hour, we'll be talking to Leah McAnally from the Iowa softball team.
Catcher.
1-800-800-ROSE. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country. 1-800-800-ROSE. It's so easy. Just remember one number. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist. 1-800-800-ROSE. Remember.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Hertine and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Hertine and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HertineandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
Don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
You take great care to maintaining your home or business inside and out. But maybe, just maybe, there's something missing. Something that makes your home stand out among the others in your neighborhood. Something that makes your business pop and increases traffic. Something that you can change and customize at your command. Well, there's a solution, and that's Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuminlights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course lighting for all your favorite sports. The Illuminlights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuminlight's LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. For more information about Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting, go to BigDogTEK.net or give them a call at 319-395-0800. That's 319-395-0800.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483. 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance. Honest plumbing at a fair price.
There's a problem here in eastern Iowa. There's not enough Hawkeye fans. I mean, really, shouldn't everybody be a Hawkeye fan? Well, maybe not, but you should be a fan of my team at Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Hi, I'm Steve Anderson, and my team of experts at Hawkeye Title and Settlement know what they're doing. Call us at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. And it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for GT you. Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good. Makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
Our Oxyoke family is ready to serve you with the same quality of food and service you've come to trust since 1940. Serving lunch, dinner, banquets with 4 portion sizes, Sundays featuring our famous brunch buffet. Visit OxyokeIn.com for serving hours, menus, reservations, carry-out orders, and gift card. From our Oxyoke family to yours, we can't wait to see you again soon. Oxyoke Inn, in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyoke Inn.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers. Making memories, making moments.
We are slowly warming things up. We're going to get to the low 40s by Thursday, and then it looks like next week we may actually see temperatures climb into the upper 40s, possibly even close to 50 at some point. Today, though, partly cloudy, still 29 for a high today. Tonight, down to 18. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 43. On Friday, partly cloudy and breezy, 41. We'll drop to the upper 30s for highs over the weekend. It'll get warmer next week. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently, it's 17.
KCJJ weather brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
We're back.
We are back. Yeah, so Saturday the Jim Hawks, they're trying to set their attendance record against Nebraska, the gymnastics team. That's at 4 o'clock on Saturday. There's no conflict with basketball.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, go. The Jim Hawks are great fun to watch. We have season tickets, and we've gone to all of them so far. And they are so much fun to watch, and they're hosting Nebraska.
Which is,
so we want to set the record.
Yeah.
And it's virtually free. I mean, it really is. I think it's maybe $10.
How much?
10, I think.
Okay.
That ain't nothing.
Not in this day and age.
I mean, you can barely get a Coke at a
well, you can't
restaurant
get.
for
Can
that.
you get a beer for $10 at a Hawkeye event?
Maybe a domestic, maybe.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they were like $12.50.
They probably are.
Don't they do them in the? They do them in those aluminum cans,
Yeah.
right? Okay. That's it.
I got to talk to Hunter a second.
You got a what?
Will you go ahead and talk?
Hunter's on
He's
the phone.
on the phone.
He's on the phone with
Steve.
somebody else right now.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
He's got other things going on.
I got major things going on.
Okay. So
and I'm more important. Let's take this call.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hi, this is Leah McAnally.
Oh, hi, Leah. Good. How are you doing today?
Hi.
Appreciate you calling in.
I'm doing great.
All right,
I'm doing great.
Great. So joining us right now is Leah McAnally, the junior catcher for the Iowa Hawkeyes softball team. And Leah, you got things gearing up this weekend for your first game. But I noticed something interesting on your schedule. You play 27 games before you have a home game.
We sure do.
Is that weird, or is that just kind of how it is in college softball? Were you surprised by that?
I'm kind of used to it. That's how it was at Boise State, too, being in the colder weather.
Okay.
Yeah. We tend to go to the warmer spots. But, yeah, I'm super excited for it. All the traveling with this team will be fun for sure.
Now, speaking of cold weather, I know it gets cold in Boise, but what we've just been through, how did you handle that?
Yeah, that was definitely a new experience for me. The cold weather was for sure something new for me, but we handled it. We still had practice and everything, so just staying warm, keeping the house up a few degrees, everything like that.
Got to ask you, did you know much about Iowa softball until all the? I mean, it's been an interesting year, I'm sure, for you and this new coaching staff and whatever. Can you just talk about how you ended up being a Hawkeye?
Yeah, of course. So obviously, I was from the Mountain West. So was Coach Stacy. I entered the transfer portal. She gave me a call, and Coach Stacy's just a really great motivator. So on the first phone call, she was like, Leah, I'm going to build this program up. It's my home, and I want you to come help me. And I was like pretty much sold after that. I loved the idea that, like, Iowa stood with the culture. The fan base is awesome, and the community here is awesome, and I've loved it so far.
Oh, great.
Well, and good facilities, and obviously they've struggled at times over the last decade or so, but prior to that, I mean, they had one of the best programs in the Big Ten, and Stacy was part of that. So I'm sure she's told you guys what this program's capable of achieving.
Oh, absolutely. She reminds us all the time, and she's just such an amazing motivator, you know. Just listening to her talk really just motivates me to give 100% at all times, and she truly gives the best speeches ever.
So when did you guys start practicing for real for this for the season coming up?
We started about a week before school got back in season. We've been scrimmaging each other about every day since. So I know we're super excited to go to Florida and be on the same team again, you know, fighting for the same common goal. So it'll be fun.
So you handle the pitchers. I mean, obviously you deal a lot with the pitchers. How long does it take you to get to know the pitchers that you're working with now? Because a lot of you guys are coming from different places. This whole roster's been rebuilt. How much of an adjustment is that? Is just getting used to your new teammates?
I would really say this group is we're all about supporting each other and having fun. It didn't take getting used to each other that much at all. Two of my roommates are pitchers, so we spend every waking moment together. But I was just able to click with this pitching staff really fast. They have a lot to offer. I spend a lot of time with them in the bullpens and everything, but this group of girls is just truly a great group of people.
So as far as goals for the season, Lee, what kind of team goals do you have and what kind of personal goals have you set forth?
Yeah, so we went over team goals this past week, just going into season and stuff, and it was just to have great defense, competitive at-bats, and Coach Stacy really likes to say be a dog. So I think if we take the dog mindset into the game, then we'll be in a great spot. And then my personal goals is just to compete through at-bats, be loud on the field, be there for my teammates, and just step up in the big moments.
How did you end up being a catcher? Have you always been a catcher?
Oh, yeah, I love telling this story. I actually really wanted to be a pitcher when I was younger, but my older sister was a pitcher, and my dad was like, I'm not catching her anymore. So that's kind of how I got into catching when I was little, and it just kind of stuck with me ever since, and I went at it full throttle.
How much do you enjoy, because obviously in baseball and in softball, you often see the catcher kind of being the vocal leader, and it's do you embrace that role? Because you often see the catcher kind of telling people, you know, what to do and motivating. Is that you? Does that describe you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a yapper. I love to talk, so I love to fire up my teammates when they need me, call out plays, stuff like that. And I really take pride in, getting to know each pitcher and know what they need for that moment of a certain game, know how to talk to them and stuff like that. So I really take pride in my position, and that's one thing I definitely love about catching.
So you seem to be that rare combination of a good power hitter. You set a record back in high school, but you also hit for average. Which do you like better, jacking it out of the park or getting that little legging out a single?
Used to, I would love the home runs, and I definitely still do, but I think that playing at this level, it's all about scoring the runs and just executing in the right moment. So the little hits will definitely win the game when you can get a big hit and still lose the game. So I would definitely say now I like hitting for average and scoring my runs, but a home run is definitely still cool.
What do you expect from the Big Ten? I mean, pitching-wise. I mean, have you had a chance? I know that's down the road. Do you know much about the Big Ten competition that you'll soon be facing, and how do you think the pitching will be different than what you've faced so far?
Yeah, so I am definitely excited to compete at this level. It's such a great opportunity. I've been obviously watching a few scouting reports on the pitchers in the Big Ten, and it seems like that they have stuff that they bring to the table. But I don't think it'll be anything too new for me.
Okay.
So I am excited, though.
And how different is it seeing, playing at a school where the football field is green?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is a little different, but the football games here are so much fun, and the fan base is just one of the craziest things, and I love the Iowa wave, and that tradition is really cool.
So the blue field at Boise, I mean, is it true that you got birds and stuff?
Do they really dive bomb into there?
Dive bomb the field thinking it's a lake?
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's one of the urban myths.
Blue, though.
Okay, no, it's now Boise State's got a good football program, so you went to those games. Do you see similarities between the two fan bases? Because obviously both fan bases really support their football program.
Oh, absolutely, yes. You can definitely feel that community feel at both places. Boise State was insane with their fan base and the blue field and everything, but Iowa's crazy. I've never met like a group of fans who love a school more, and I'm all for it.
How much did you know about the wave until you got here and were able to participate in it? Did you know much about it when you were?
I didn't know much about it, and then Coach Stacy was telling me on my visit like about the tradition and everything, and I was just like, man, that's so cool. Like that's something I can really get behind. And then for football games, obviously, like doing it, it's just like a whole different experience. So I loved it.
Okay.
So one thing we like to ask all the athletes that we get a chance to talk to is how big is nutrition in the softball program? I mean, can you go out and knock back burger and fries, pepperoni pizza, or do you have to stick to a pretty tight food regimen?
Yeah, they pretty much give us free will on it. It's just kind of like be smart, like maybe don't go for the burger and fries like right before game day and stuff like that. So as long as you just handle it with care, and me personally, I try to eat pretty good right before games and stuff like that. But there's definitely days where I'm like, man, I'm craving a burger right now. So it's just pretty much how your take on it, and just be smart with it.
How much weight training do you do?
We do about 4 days a week out of 5.
Wow. Really? So do all the positions lift the same amount? I mean, do you all basically do the same stuff?
We all do the same stuff, and I really like our weight training coach. Her name is Coach Steve, but she'll work with us if we have problems in any areas and make adjustments and things like that. So it's not like super strict or you have to do this if this area is hurting you. So I really appreciate how she works around with stuff like that. And then as for like weight, we all kind of do like whatever weight we are at in ourselves, and we kind of pair up, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
So going back to this coming weekend, you play Samford a couple of times, once Friday, once Saturday. But in between those two, you get a real tough test when you play number 7 Florida State. What do you know about them, or do you just let's go after it? Let's just get them.
Yeah, I know that they're a team and they love to compete, but at the end of the day, we talked about this. It doesn't matter like who we're facing and what name is on their jersey. Like as long as we go out there and give 100% and give our all and compete to our best, we truly can't lose.
All right.
How would you describe? I know you guys haven't played a real game yet, but how would you describe what's this team going to be like to somebody who's never seen it play? Do you anticipate stronger offense, defense? How do you think this team is going to play out? Or is it too early?
Yeah, I think we have great pitching, so it's going to be difficult for the other team to handle our pitchers. We go very deep in the bullpen as well, and I think we have a group of dogs in the box, as Coach Stacy would say, so we're definitely going to put up some runs this year.
Okay, well, listen, I know you guys we have media day today at 1:30 too, right? I'll be out there. I think it's at 1:30, isn't it, out at the tennis complex?
Yes.
And is that where you guys practice most of the time inside, is at the tennis complex?
Yes, we practice there.
Okay. Well, I'll see you out there. We really appreciate you coming on. Now, we do have one last question. We ask all of our Hawkeye athletes their first time on the show. Remember, it's a radio show. This is not sports related. So, again, thank you. We'll see you in a few hours. And, Tom, take it away.
All right, I will do it. Okay, so, Leah, your cell phone rings. You look down, and it's Beth Getz, the Iowa Athletics Director, on the line waiting to talk to you. And she says, Leah, I need your help. We need to get some money here into the athletic department. We need you to hire a band, an act, or a singer to fill up Kinnick Stadium. Who is Leah McAnally going to hire to fill up Kinnick?
Oh, my gosh, this is a big question. Kind of put me on the spot there.
You bet.
I would definitely hire a country singer. I think that would show me my good roots from Oklahoma. Probably like Luke Combs or somebody who everyone kind of likes.
All right, Luke Combs. We've had people pick Luke before, and I think he would come. I think he'd draw well. I don't know if he'd fill it, but he'd be close. So that's good.
No, we kind of, for some reason, we thought we saw you playing at Boise State. Here we all said, I bet she picks a country singer. And Luke Combs was one of the names that came right to. He's very popular right now.
Yes, he is.
He really is. Well, thanks, Leah. We really appreciate you coming on. We know you're busy. Good luck this year, and have fun at Media Day today.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks, Leah. Good luck.
No, that was fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were thinking, because country music, well, it's popular everywhere. It seems as popular now as it's ever been. Am I correct in saying that?
It seems
like it's impacting
younger.
a lot more younger people
it's
now.
younger because it sounds like rock.
It's or even pop in some ways.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying out there, I guess isn't there someone called Luke Bryan too?
Yeah.
I said Luke Combs would be her pick, and turns out it was.
It's very interesting that both the baseball and the softball players we've interviewed, almost all of them pick country.
Now, remember when we had, the pitcher from a year, was it Gallagher?
That's the guy that hit
He picked
watermelons.
Nick Gallagher. Remember we had him, the pitcher? He picked Post Malone, and I had never heard of.
Right. Yeah,
I had never heard of Post Malone at that time.
That was what, 2 or 3 years
ago?
ago?
Oh God, no, it was longer than that. 7, 8 years ago, probably. He's been gone for a while. 6, 7 years ago. But yeah, he picked Post Malone right when he was emerging, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Now I don't listen to his stuff, but I at least know who he is, and he's pretty popular. What about Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll.
Saw a picture. He's got like stuff all over his face.
Yeah,
looks like he's got jelly on his face.
He's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he lost a considerable amount of weight.
Well, good for him.
Yeah,
but he's. I've never understood the tattoos on the face.
No,
never really understood.
Or gauges and stuff.
Or what?
I don't like gauges.
Gauges, those heavy metal things that
I
they have in their nose.
I don't like to have any. I don't even like to wear rings or anything. I've never have. What are you looking up, Captain?
Something not for the
not show related.
Not show related. Well, but station related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, but no, that was fun. She was a good.
Yeah.
She was a good.
Those interviews are all good.
Those interviews are fun, and we appreciate Iowa helping us set them up. And it's going to be interesting to see how Stacey May. Stacey May is part of the Gail Blevins Foundation.
Yeah, she is.
So she knows what it takes. She was a key part of Gail's success. So it was a very emotional year they were coming up, and there was a lot of people. It would have been easy to say, hey, that Carl Golan did a really nice job of filling in.
He did.
And there was some people that wanted him to be the head coach. And I, at one point, was one of those people. But then when I saw who Beth hired, I'm like, okay, I can see this. This makes sense. This is a former Hawkeye. Okay, now I feel like I'm talking to myself.
No, I'm looking to see if Molly Shannon is still on the team this year.
Molly Shannon's a rower. She's not.
Was she? Okay.
She's not a softball player.
I remember. I enjoyed talking to her though, so she's probably not on the softball team.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever been on the softball team.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a tough year last year. Remember, they went through all that stuff with the national anthem and then of course Renee Gillespie. I haven't heard anything about. Have you heard any health updates on her?
I have heard zero.
I have not heard.
So weird. Read anything? Yeah. Nothing.
Have not heard anything. I haven't asked. I haven't been trying to pry her.
That's weird.
But it all started with her, and then of course, the guy that replaced her had the problems with the girls kneeling, and it just got to be a kind of an ugly situation. So hopefully, Beth hired. It would have been easy for Beth to say, okay, yeah, let's ride this wave. They probably would have kept a lot of those players from that team, but Beth went with her own instincts. She hired her own person, a former Hawkeye, and now you got to give it time, see if it works.
I just want to say I'm going to go see Molly play, actually, Saturday night for the first time. She's in North Liberty, Club 76.
Oh, Molly Shannon is?
Doing like an acoustic show, so I took Sunday morning off. So I'm going to go see that.
Oh, fun.
So
you're going to yell
one of her shows.
You're going to yell Seeger?
What's that?
In between, like yell Seeger in between songs?
Or Freebird.
Freebird. Yeah, there you go.
Play some Rage. I'll have Rage Against the Machine. Maybe she'll play some.
You think she's heard of Seeger?
Yeah, I bet so.
Think she's heard of Freebird?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Has she heard of Rockford? No.
You think she's heard of Steely Dan?
Yes.
Tommy Bolin?
No.
Gigi Allen?
No.
You don't ever want her to hear of Gigi Allen, do you? Never.
Well, she won't miss anything if she doesn't.
And yet you like one of his songs and his documentary.
It was not bad.
You understand. I can look up stuff and still hear you.
No, I know.
No.
It's just the age we live in now. Everybody is just absorbed by their cell phones.
We went. CBS evidently sent out some email that some people got, some people didn't, where they changed everything yesterday to download, and that's what I was working on.
Well, they showed a photo.
Mace.
They showed a
Mace
photo.
Was working on it.
They showed a photo of a Big Ten game the other night. It was a baseline photo, and was it at Northwestern? And they showed the. I would say 90% of the fans were looking at their cell phones instead of what was going on the court when the photo was taken.
Well,
that's just
isn't that weird?
Well, I mean, look at us. I mean, look at me right now.
I'm not at a.
We're on the radio and we.
I'm not at
a
sporting event spending $150 for the.
But you're on your phone more when you're on the air than when you're off it. Because you tell me when you're off the air, you're never on your phone.
I am never on my phone.
You're on your phone all the time when you're on the air, which I find.
I am looking for the Iowa rowing roster, so it is very much. In keeping with what we are doing here.
I was dealing with Mace.
Iowa rowing roster. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't that Molly Sport was rowing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't softball. But no, good. I'm glad she's performing. And I think we helped her get a little bit of.
I hope so. I'm glad.
Well, I know we did.
Tommy's going to go see her.
I've had multiple people tell me, man, I had never heard of her, but now I've downloaded some of her stuff, and she's pretty good.
She is pretty good.
I had that reaction when we had her on. She was a great guest.
She was.
She was one of our best. But no, I thought Leah had a really good personality, and I could sense from talking to her today, I can see her being a catcher and being a, hey, let's go. I can see her being the kind of teammate that's going to kind of be that emotional leader, and that's what you need from your catcher.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a sophomore, our catcher was an all-stater, 2 years older. I shook him off one time, and he came out and told me if I ever did that again, he'd beat the living. And he was I knew him. I mean, and I looked at the coach, and he's like, he's 2 years older than you and a lot tougher. I would not shake him off anymore. And it was a dumb thing, but yeah, he did. He came running out there, and I'd known him for years because I was really good friends with his younger brother. And he just said, if you do that again, I don't care who, because my brother was 2 years older than him. And he goes, I don't care who your brother is. If you do that again, I'm going to knock.
So did you throw the pitch ultimately that he wanted?
Well, not that time. That's why he came out to the mound to tell me if I ever did that again. But then after that, yes. I mean, yeah, I was.
So the pitch that you threw instead of the one he wanted, what happened?
It was a high fastball. He wanted me to throw a low curve, and it was a ball. And he was pissed that it was a ball.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
You were the one throwing it.
I was a kid. I was a sophomore.
No, don't take that. Why did you back down?
Because he was he's also first-team All-State in football as a linebacker.
Well, so what?
And his family owned
Pat Harty.
And his family owned Christopher's, the restaurant.
You're Pat Harty.
Yeah, right. Remember? Have you ever heard of Christopher's? It's a famous restaurant in Beaverdale.
Yeah, absolutely.
I lived a block and a half from there. I hung out with the youngest son whose family owned it. I remember one time we were up there. Next thing I know, I'm bussing tables for like 6 hours. And I remember saying, man, this is not the kind of friendship I want. His dad we were up there eating, and I think he saw us eating free steak, and he put him and it was like on a Friday night just getting, and I ended up seriously bussing tables but it was one of those dark kind of, your typical restaurant, and that Zabel was always in the bar.
Like a supper club type?
Sort of like a large supper club, yeah. And they had great food, and my parents used to hang up there a lot with Jim Zabel, because Zabel he only lived 3 blocks from there. It's right on Beaver Avenue. In Beaverdale, literally a block and a half.
We were looking at a house there when I was working in.
I love Beaverdale.
In Beaverdale.
JY.
Oh, I love Beaverdale. And Holy Trinity was right next door to Christopher's, and that's the church.
We found a really nice brick house and everything. If I wouldn't have got the offer to stay in Muscatine, and I really thought about that because I liked that. I really loved working at that station.
Well, I'll tell you, the house that I grew up in is way nicer than the house I live in now, but my house now is probably worth, because it's in Iowa City, probably $100,000 more money. But the house in Beaverdale, 2-story Beaverdale brick, because so many of the homes were brick. Ours was kind of a reddish blue, purple brick, and 2 fireplaces.
This kitchen was surrounded by real brick.
Yeah, no, there was brick everywhere. Almost every house in my neighborhood was brick. I will remember we had kind of a narrow kitchen that ran parallel to the house, but then it opened up to a vestibule, kind of an open area where the table was. But no, I loved living in Beaverdale. But yeah, Christopher's was, it's still around. I mean, it's still, I'm not sure if it's as popular as it used to be, but But yeah, I mean, I grew up a block and a half from there, and there's a picture of my dad in my kitchen. Somebody painted a picture of my dad eating at Christopher's back in like the 70s. Big, huge tapestry painting of my dad eating, and I've got it hanging in my kitchen at home.
Cool.
Yeah. So there we go. I don't know how we got off on this, but hey, it's radio. It's radio. What's stopping us?
Good question.
What's stopping?
For some reason, I brought up shaking off a call. I don't know. Something caused me to go there. I'm not sure what. I mean, I'm not that much of a scatterbrain. And the funny thing is, I could build on that too. I also shook off the coach one time, and he was a very successful. My high school baseball coach, and when he was mad, he would walk really fast with short steps, and he came flying out of the dugout, and it was like he was taking the shortest steps again, and my God, he just laid into me. And I remember saying something to my dad afterwards, and Dad's like, well, don't shake off the head coach, you idiot. He goes, you're not, and I never did that again either. I was out there trying to call my own pitches. And see, that time I called my own pitch, and I threw a pass ball, and it got to so he was pissed, and he had a right to be.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't ever shake off your
scofflaw.
So don't ever shake off your catcher or your head coach. It's not smart to do.
Could never pitch.
That's all I could do. I couldn't do anything else.
I could hit.
I could hit a little bit, but I couldn't field for my life. I mean, I was just horrible. No depth perception in the outfield at all. None. I had bad eyes.
I was okay with that, but not great. Or
if I didn't pitch, I didn't play baseball. I mean, I was on the bench I warmed the bench for 2 out of every 3 games. I did not play in 2 out of every 3 games of my high school baseball career.
No, if you're a pitcher.
And back then, he ran it, and we were good. I mean, my junior year, we went like 33-3, but we had enough players to where he ran it like a college team. You pitched, that's what you did. Every once in a while, I would pinch run, but he never asked me to pinch hit because I just wasn't very good. It's the way it is.
I got yelled at because I do that Babe Ruth movie thing where I point to her, but it never did. And he goes, you're just being an ass.
But yeah, don't ever shake off your catcher, especially if he's 2 years older and tougher. That's the lesson for today.
Well, I think my opportunity to shake off the catcher has passed me by.
All right. For all those young people out there listening who aspire to be pitchers, don't shake off your catcher if he's tougher. If he's not, then do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. But yet Taylor Swift had a song, Shake It Off.
Is that a song?
Yes.
Right.
It's a good song.
I'm sure it is.
Big hit.
I'm sure it is.
No, it was a big hit.
I'm sure it is. It's Taylor Swift.
Yes, it's Taylor Swift.
And I'm sure it's a really good song.
It is
I bet I'd like it a lot. I bet I'd like it a lot.
You would hate it.
Would I hate it?
As all these songs.
I know. I like her one. What's that one? Something Hero.
Yeah, Anti-Hero.
That one I don't mind. I actually heard that. I'm like, this one's all right. But the teeny boppers,
she's got some.
They haven't used that term
since
1970.
Some of her songs, I see like 12-year-olds crying into their, into their soup.
Jesus.
What do you think Roger Waters thinks of Taylor Swift?
Well, same thing he thinks of everybody.
You think he hates her?
Yeah, sure.
You think she's heard of Roger Waters?
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure she's heard of Pink Floyd, but you think she's heard of Roger Waters?
Yes.
Okay.
He's that old asshole. Yeah, I'm sure she has.
I wonder if he's ever said anything mean about her.
If it came up, I'm sure he would.
Yes, exactly.
Well, now I think people like to interview him to get him going.
Well, it's just like, okay, he made this big deal where he was ripping Trump, and then nobody, and this
he called him a scumbag.
Yeah, and the reporter is writing something for Rolling Stone, and he said, but in all fairness, he hasn't said anything nice about anybody since 1973.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's again. I think something's not wired right up there anymore.
Well, before we go to the phone lines, tip off in less than 12 hours now for the Iowa-Washington game.
Hello.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, what?
You ever see Forrest Tucker and Christopher's?
No, that's not bad.
Okay, no.
Jesus.
How would I have known? I didn't know who he was until.
Honest to God, Tom, you just let everybody pass.
See, Forrest Tucker could very possibly
have
gone to Christopher's.
I have the pitcher in this studio.
I'm not sure when Christopher's opened.
Am I the pitcher? Am I the pitcher sitting in this studio, and you just shook me off by agreeing?
Here, I'll give you guys a reason to get in your phone. Google, when did Christopher's in Des Moines open up? See what time it said. Because I'm talking, it was open in the 60s. And Joe Giudice owned it in the 70s and the 80s, and I believe the Giudice family still owns it. But I'm not sure if it was called something prior to being called Christopher's.
We don't know.
And I'm not sure. I just remember it was always there when I was old enough to realize things like late 60s, early 70s. They used to have good steaks. Really good
steaks.
Really good Italian food, too, because obviously they were an Italian family. But no.
63.
63, okay. So that was the year I was born.
Forrest Tucker would have been 43. No, 44. Could have been swinging back through Iowa to visit some friends.
A lot of
20th high school
he
reunion.
Never came back to Iowa.
But no, Christopher's did draw a lot of people that were coming to Des Moines. I mean, it was a.
Well, that's where we were taken out to eat.
And then Babe's was another one. You've ever heard of Babe's?
Babe's
restaurant, because he was my dad's godfather, so I knew him really well. He actually helped my dad get a scholarship to Notre Dame.
Where JJ took Jan and I out to eat.
Did you ever eat at Babe's downtown Des Moines? They had really good food too. So,
but his daughter was the chef at the Nickelodeon for several years.
Babe was a boxer in his day, and my dad's great uncle was his promoter.
It wasn't that, as I remember, Christopher's wasn't that. We didn't pay for it, but I don't think it was that expensive.
Well, when are you talking about?
As far as
it could be expensive. It could be whatever you wanted to make it.
Well,
they had you could get a hamburger, or you could also get a.
I got a steak.
You could get a tenderloin. It wasn't cheap, but I'm not saying it was like.
It isn't today though.
But I don't know what it.
I think it was like 20.
I haven't been to Christopher's in over 40 years. I haven't been there. I don't think since like the mid '80s.
That's when we went there. We went there in the 80.
I don't think it was overly expensive, because I don't think if it was, my parents wouldn't have hung out there all the time. My parents weren't cheap, but they weren't going to go and spend just ridiculous amounts of money at a place for food. That's just not how they were. So I'm sure it was. You could eat at different levels at Christopher's, and the food was good. But they had a really nice bar off the restaurant too that a lot of people would hang out in. You know, they'd serve appetizers, and that's where I'd always see my mom and dad with Zabel. He was in there all.
Zabel was tight.
Zabel loved Christopher's, and they loved him.
I'll bet he got free food there a lot.
Yeah, I don't. About that, I don't know.
He was going to do our games for free food.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, that was like I said, just right up the street, right up 40th Street Place. Take a right on Adams, and boom, there's Christopher's right up there on Beaver Avenue.
I will never forget that. He goes, "If you do it next season, I'll do your play-by-play."
Well, yeah, I mean, Iowa had already let him go. I mean, he didn't.
I know, but
he didn't owe Iowa anything.
And I said to him, "I don't know whether we don't have."
Unfortunately, the legal.
That was never going to happen. That was just, and Bowlesby would have done. He would have said something to Zabel too. He would have probably put a stop to it. He would have. I don't know what he could have done to threaten Zabel, since he didn't have any connection to Iowa at that time. But that was just never going to happen.
No.
Jim was a nice guy, and Jim was still trying to figure out a way to stay not relevant. He didn't need to. He was relevant. He wanted to stay connected.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to. He wasn't ready to stop doing it. I mean, Gonder was the one who he was done. I mean, that was 1996 when they went to the
Brooks was
exclusive.
Pissed.
Well, he wanted to keep going, and he did. I mean, Bob worked until, sadly, pretty much his death. He still went to press conferences and did radio stuff, but Gonder, once they did that, he was gone. No pun intended. Yeah. I don't know if I've maybe seen him once or twice since, and I think Ron's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
He was a really nice guy. The big shoe.
Nice guy.
Really nice guy. Kind of reminded me of Fred Gwynn.
Well, they were all nice.
Oh, they were all nice, yeah. And see, I knew Zabel from time I was young, so my relationship with him was a little different. I told you the story about Jim Walden. Remember the Jim and Jim show?
Yes.
Zabel would have me on every Sunday. Finally, Walden started, "Why do you keep having this guy on every week?" He's like, "Listen, I know this guy's parents, and they're the great." And Walden would be like, "Okay, he's got great parents, but why can't we have any?" They got into an argument, and I just was laughing. Every week we have this guy on, and we ignore everybody else. And it was just Zabel. And I thought that was back when before I was doing stuff with you guys. Zabel would have me on all the time, and Walden would complain. And I just thought it was kind of funny. And Zabel, when he's saying why he was having me on, it wasn't anything to do with me. It was my parents. He liked my parents, so he was having me on because he wanted to be nice to me. Had nothing to do with me. So what do you think of that? Obviously, you're laughing, so you like that.
I do like
It's not like Harty's the best, man. He's his parents. Everything was my parents. And Walden's like, all right, the Jim and Jim show.
Yeah.
God, to think that so many things have come and gone when you think about all the different stuff that used to be around that's not around anymore. It's crazy. You know, you see what's going on with the newspapers, with the radio, and it's just crazy.
No doubt.
Gazette, I keep reminding myself the Gazette only comes out 3 days a week now, and the Press Citizen doesn't get delivered to you. It gets mailed to you, right?
Yeah.
So is the Press Citizen always like 2 or 3? There's times like I mailed
They're
something.
all going to be. The
Rob
Gazette's
Howe lives a
gonna
mile from me, exactly a mile from me. I mailed him a check one time for a month of working at Fanatic. It took 6.5 weeks to get to his house. So are there times you maybe might get your Press Citizen like 2 weeks after, and you're reading about stuff that's 2 weeks old?
I don't think it's quite that bad, but
the mail's not very good now.
no, it isn't.
Well, now you can't depend on it. We just got to notice, hey, you didn't pay your bill, you know, and it's like a $200 thing. And so Jim checked on it. Well, it's an auto deduct, and they deducted it the next day after the deadline. Well, it's an auto deduct.
I've got a few of those.
And yet we get, you know, hey, you didn't pay.
Well, I just got burned on my mail I'm paying off my furnace now, and it was due on the 20th, and I sent it on the 6th, thinking 2 weeks was plenty of time to get to Charlotte. It didn't get there until like the 26th, and they were like, hey, where's your... So they made me pay twice to avoid a late fee and it going. So I had to pay twice, and they finally got it on the 20th. So it took 20 days to get from my house.
Crazy. I paid Dish Network is always due on the 12th. I paid it on their app on the 12th. They didn't deduct it till the
Did they
20th.
give you a late fee?
Late fee.
See,
and it made me pay for 2 months.
That's just ridiculous. I'm starting to pay everything on the phone now. Like my furnace now, I'm not going to mail it. I'm just going to pay it over the phone.
This is a freaking app that's automatic. It said, and I had the receipt saying, "Thank you for your payment."
Well, the mail is so unreliable now.
It really is. It's terrible.
And it is pretty easy to pay. Like I pay my mortgage over the phone. I'll pay it today. I am paying my mortgage today. I'll pay it over the phone. It'll take like 2 minutes. I've been doing that because it used to take forever for my mortgage check to get to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
There's times where it would take 2 weeks just to get to Minneapolis.
Ours is just auto deduct.
And the mail is only going to get worse. Too,
Anything
right?
more.
It's never going to get better, is it, the mail?
You know, the Pony Express was better than it is now. I swear.
Well, I mean, I feel sorry for the workers.
Oh, me too. It's not their fault.
No,
they've been gutted.
They've been gutted, and the machinery that we paid for in the last 10 years, all the machinery was destroyed when DeJoy got in there.
Yeah.
Trump had him to destroy.
Is he still running it, DeJoy? Is he still in charge?
I don't know.
Okay, now
I
we
don't
are...
think he is, but...
What happens in 11 and a half hours?
Tip off.
11 and a half. Lay me down to sleep.
I'm seriously considering taking a nap. About 6:37, I may lay down on the couch and see if I can get a couple hours in. Watch me end up, next thing I know, it's 2 and I missed the whole game. That would be my danger.
Well, that could happen.
Oh, that could definitely happen. And Tom and I aren't feeling really good about this game tonight. I hope we're both wrong. But
I do
so are you leaning more towards thinking Washington's going to win? Because I am a little bit.
I am.
And I've been wrong many times before, so hopefully I'll be wrong
I believe
again.
the spread is Iowa favored by 1.5.
But didn't it start higher than that?
I'm not sure.
See, I didn't check it earlier. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it's big game though. If they can be if they can improve to 17-5 and 7-4, they are playing for NCAA tournament seeding and giving themselves more margin for error down the stretch because their schedule the last 5 or 6 games is brutal.
Because we really, as far as the NCAA goes, we got to get off that 8-9 line. Because that's just
and 17-5 is off that 8-9 line. Now you got to keep sustaining that level.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you get that 8-9 line, they're not going to beat a Connecticut. They're not going to beat a Duke. They're not going to beat those teams in the second round.
No,
they're just not. But if you can get up to a 6 or a 7 seed, you give yourself a chance to get to that Sweet 16. Can you imagine if he did that in his first year?
That was the Tom Davis syndrome.
Yeah, could you imagine though if McCollum got in his first year he got him there? It would be interesting to see what happens. Then Iowa better make sure they can keep him Because if he comes here, Tom, and has overwhelming success, you don't think the next time Kentucky or something,
Sure
he's going to be right there. Same thing with T.J. Otzelberger, too. I think he's played himself into – but not everybody's looking to go to those – I mean, if you're really successful at Iowa, you can have a really good life here coaching the Hawkeyes. Whereas you go to Kentucky, if you're not in the Final Four within 1 or 2 years, they're going to be like, what's going on? I mean, there's something to be said for having a little continuity and not having unrealistic expectations.
No, that's true. And, we play – Iowa pays well enough where
I mean,
Ben's doing all
Ben's
right.
making what's he making around 2.5 right? And he'll be if he's successful, he'll get a nice huge second contract. No, money's not.
So would he have made at Drake? Maybe $300,000?
No, a little bit more than that. They were going to do it, but I don't think he would have made $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much other stuff he gets with other perks and whatever. But no, just coaching. We saw it with Keno Davis at Providence. You saw it with Lick here. If you just get 3 years at a program like this, that's generational money. That's money that most people will never earn. Lick earned $6 million just in his buyout. Most people will never come close to earning that kind of money. No. So Ben's already at that situation, but obviously he's better than Lick. I mean, we've seen that.
Well, he's already.
That's what I'm saying. He's already done stuff that Lick. Now, granted, times were different back then. Ben was able to pick his own roster, but there was a lot of people doubting this roster. These guys from Drake going to be able to carry it over? Well, so far, it's been pretty good.
Yep.
All righty. Well, let's wrap her.
All right, let's wrap
and I believe
it
we're
up.
going to have Adam on Friday. I think sometime around 9:30 he's going to call in and talk hoops.
All right, that'll be great. Captain Steve and Tommy Lang next with the police reports. Special thanks to Leah McAnally, junior catcher for the Hawkeyes, for joining us this morning. And HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you